are you this morning? You're kind of stuck behind the table there.
I know.
Hope you can hear okay.
Move.
Are you a Gator fan? Me too. That's all right. I like the Seminoles too.
We both have red hair.
That's exactly right. You know, they say that we're going extinct. They say that there's not going to be any more redheads, but I don't believe them because every time I go to a school, I see new redheads.
There's 3 in
So I feel good about it. Look, there's another redhead. She's a rock star. She's really red, bright red.
Students, do y'all know this is the Commissioner of Agriculture for our state of Florida, Commissioner Putnam, and he's recognized not only throughout our state, but throughout our nation as a leader in a lot of different areas. And we know how important the Commissioner of Agriculture, because they're the ones that are also involved with what we have for lunch every day. Now, he doesn't actually fix the lunch every day.
You wouldn't want me to do that.
So let's give him a big hand for coming to read with us.
Thank you very much. Well, it's a pleasure to be with you. What a great way to start the week. Happy Monday. If we weren't doing this, what would we be doing? What would y'all be doing right now? Work.
Right now.
So should I read really slow?
No. Kill the time.
The name of the book. We can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you think I can stretch it out till lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll just read another one and stretch it out till PE, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you want to listen to me for 3 hours.
I do.
You do? That's why I like you. Well, here we go. This is the beginning of what they call Celebrate Literacy Week, which is where we celebrate knowing how to read and actually using the ability to read. You know, that's something that, you know, when you're in the 3rd grade, it's probably kind of frustrating and going through all of these things, but nothing will be more rewarding for you than the world of ideas, the world of information that comes from being able to read. Because when you can read, there's no door that's closed to you. You can walk into a library, you can get online, and you can find out anything in the world that you want to know. Anything in the world, because of your ability to read. And so it's a really important thing to continue that love of knowledge, because that's really what it is. It's knowing things in your head, right? So that love of learning is a lifelong skill that even when you graduate, even way, way, way down the road when you graduate from all the schools that you're going to go to, you're not going to want to stop the love of learning, because that's what drives us as people and helps make us better. So today, I want to share with you a book called Healthy Florida Farms. And my job is to be Florida's Agriculture Commissioner, which means that I spend a lot of time with farmers and ranchers who grow the foods that we eat, particularly in the wintertime in Florida. What are some of the things that we grow in Florida? What are some of the things that are on farms in Florida? Greens, absolutely. Are you a collard man, a mustard man, or a turnip man? I like them all. I like them all, but I think I like mustards a little bit better. How about you, Red?
Potatoes?
We do grow potatoes. We grow potatoes over towards Jacksonville in a little town called Hastings, and they end up mostly in potato chips. We grow chip potatoes in Florida. What's something else we grow? How about you in the very back in the red shirt? What do we grow in Florida? Oranges? Is that what you said? Absolutely. We grow lots of oranges. In fact, we grow more oranges than anywhere else in the world. We grow lots and lots of oranges. How about you?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, lots of tomatoes, cucumbers.
Cranberries.
We don't grow cranberries. Do you like to eat cranberries? They're good. Cranberries like to live up north where it's cold, and they grow them in these things called bogs, which is like a swamp. And to get them out, they flood it, and they wash in with the water. They actually grow them in Massachusetts. How about you?
Apples.
We don't really grow apples either. They like cold weather too. They like it to be pretty cold. So the Carolinas, North Carolina has apples, Michigan has apples. What's something that you see a lot around Tallahassee? It's not something that you can eat, but it is something that we farm. They're really tall.
Oh, soda.
They have cones that fall. That's right, pine trees. Pine trees are grown all over North Florida, And you can't eat them, but you can do a lot of other things with them. The paper that we write on every day in school comes from pine trees. The buildings that hold our schools and our houses, they come from pine trees. So Florida grows a lot of different things. In fact, we grow 300 different things. And the food that we grow is very good for our bodies. And we now work with the schools about your cafeteria and the things that we eat, because what we put in our body has a direct effect on how our bodies respond. So if we eat good, we can concentrate longer, we can run faster, we can see better, we can make better grades. Because what we put in our body's like a machine, and if we put good things in that machine, good things are going to happen. So today I want to read to you about our Healthy Florida Farms that talk about that connection with what we grow, what we eat, and how we perform, okay? So this is called Healthy Florida Farms, written by Arlette Roberge. Like a good French name. All right. This book is dedicated to Florida farmers who provide healthy foods for students to enjoy every day. That's you. Healthy students, right? All right. Mom packed this healthy meal for me. I won't get tired in school. This school breakfast helps me think well. My teacher says food is our fuel. If he won't eat the breakfast that's good for our bodies, he will tire as the day goes along. We need meals for energy all through the day. It's the food that helps us grow strong. Here comes the professor. You're so right, young man. He will lose his strength. Nutrition should come from our food. Let's look at the food our farmers provide to be healthy, grow strong, and feel good. Florida farmers sell so much fresh food, it fills our nutritional need. Some of it's grown and some of it's raised. Can you believe all the people they feed? So we've got corn, we've got blueberries, we've got cows, we've got citrus trees over here, we've got pigs, chickens. Yep. Melons and citrus and other fruit too. Eat lots from this food group each day. Great sources of vitamin A and C. Have a mango and star fruit parfait. We grow all of these things. Can you believe that? Every one of these things is grown in Florida. Mangoes and star fruit, they're grown almost in the Florida Keys down there around Miami. Aren't they good? Blueberries, strawberries, keep your mind sharp. Eat them and you will go far. They help us to focus and make our brains think. Her essay just earned a gold star. See, what we eat results in how we perform. Eat green beans, sweet corn, and cucumbers too. There are so many veggies to try. Potatoes, tomatoes, potassium-filled, for muscles that make us feel spry. Muscles stay strong with a food group called protein. It helps us grow nails, hair, and skin. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Protein tastes great as fish, chicken, or steak, or a sandwich of peanuts within. Whole grains are a food group, which includes bread and pasta. Whole grains don't have to be dull. Popcorn, brown rice, oatmeal, or a muffin. The fiber will make us feel full. Who likes breads? I like breads. They make great rolls in school, don't they? Milk from a dairy is part of this group. It helps us to be fit and lean. Zinc for our eyes, calcium for our bones, and can you say riboflavin?
Riboflavin.
3 servings a day at breakfast and more. Make it a yogurt, milk, or some cheese. With whole wheat spaghetti, veggies, and fruit, these are meals that may help stop disease. We don't like being sick, do we? And this is kind of the time of year when we get sick. So when we eat well, it helps our bodies fight off those germs. Farmers provide all the dairy and protein and whole grains to make us feel great. Please don't forget fresh fruit and veggies. They should fill at least half of my plate. Florida farmers want us to be healthy, and something else that's so cool, they make sure their food is served in our meals, and they call it from farm to school. That looks like Kate Sullivan, doesn't it? Doesn't have enough trees around it. This farmer has taught us how to plant a school garden, a delicious crop from a packet of seeds. They grow from a sprout into leaves, stems, and fruit. Then we harvest the food that we need. We all need nutrients. Plants need them too. Nutrients help us feel right. We fertilize plants for a healthy growth boost. Add plenty of water, soil, and sunlight. Nutrition is just a big word that means eat healthy to grow and have fun. Florida farmers provide so much food that we need. Let's thank them for all that they've done. The end. What'd you think?
Good.
Did y'all know that we grew all those things in Florida? How cool is that? 300 different things. Did you know that the blueberries that we grow in Florida were invented, they were developed, that particular type of blueberry plant, at the University of Florida. And they make more money off of blueberry sales than they do off of Gatorade. Can you believe that? That's how many blueberries we eat. That's right, they had a scientist in his laboratory who was really smart, and he worked really hard, and he came up with a way of growing blueberries in Florida. They'd never been grown in Florida before. Well, it was at the University of Florida. Florida State invents a lot of cool stuff too. I'm not just bragging on my Gators. We do lots of neat things in our universities. My point is that if you study hard and you work hard, there's unlimited potential to invent new things, even foods. Isn't that neat? Well, y'all have been a great group. Thank you so much for inviting me to join you today. I'm sorry I couldn't stretch it out till lunch, but I don't think your teacher would like that very much.
She would love it.
She would love it? She's very understanding that way. Why don't I give you that book for your class? How about that? Thank you, boys and girls. I don't know what's for lunch today, but I know it's good for you.
Yeah, it probably doesn't taste very good though.
Thank you all.
All right, guys, what do we say to Commissioner Pons?
Are there any questions?
What are the times that they grow the fruits?
That's a great question.
The blueberries.
Most of what we grow in Florida grows during the wintertime. When the rest of the country is covered in snow and ice, we have warmth and sunshine, and so we grow most of our fruits and vegetables in the winter months. And so everybody in the rest of the country where it's cold, they're eating what Florida grows now. That's a good question. All right, thank you all very much.
And boys and girls, we also have our great superintendent here, Pons. He's in charge of all our schools, and he makes sure every child has a great teacher.
And this is one of the highest performing elementary schools, not only in Leon County, but throughout the state of Florida. So give your principal a big hand. So y'all have a straight A day today, right? All A's, good time, you know,
I
everything.
think we're working on a million minutes of reading today. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Y'all think you do.